Listen closely, my darlings, because what you witnessed last night wasn't just a red carpet appearance. It was a calculated, elegant, and devastatingly effective counter-attack. While the British media desperately hoped Harry and Meghan would fade into irrelevance, the Sussexes were quietly planning this. Last night, they walked into a room and received a major humanitarian award for their work. But here's what the headlines don't want you to focus on. Because while they want you arguing about whether Meghan was copying Kate by wearing a suit, they are distracting you from the truth that Meghan and Harry just launched a massive expansion of their Archewell Foundation, partnering with a national non-profit to protect your children from the dangers of AI and the unregulated internet. The glamour was a weapon. The award was the proof. And the British media's panicked, ridiculous response? That was the sound of a narrative they can no longer control, shattering into a million pieces. So let's break down exactly how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex executed this flawless victory, from the fashion that sent a message to the partnership that seals their legacy. So let's break down exactly how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex executed this flawless victory, from the fashion that sent a message to the partnership that seals their legacy. Last night, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were honoured at the Project Healthy Minds Gala in New York City, receiving the Humanitarians of the Year award. And they did it in impeccable his and hers Armani style. Now we see Meghan on a formal red carpet, so rarely that fans always beg for her to go all out with gowns and tiaras. But, my darlings, I am obsessed with her choice here. Her black suit was sophisticated, relatively conservative for the serious subject matter of mental health. But let's be clear, it was dripping with power and sex appeal. The cut was razor-sharp and slim, and in a move that screams confidence, she wore nothing but a simple A9 Bing necklace underneath that jacket. No blouse, no frills, just pure, unadulterated Duchess. It was a masterclass in saying, I am here to work and I am in charge, while looking absolutely breathtaking. The bag, the shoes, all Armani. This was a curated look of a woman who knows exactly who she is and the message she wants to send. But let's move past the glamour, because that is not why they were in that room. Harry and Meghan were being honoured for the tangible, impactful work of their Archewell Foundation, specifically for launching the Parents Network. And this is where the story gets truly exciting. Alongside this gala, the Sussexes announced a massive expansion of this initiative. They are now partnering with Parents Together, a major national non-profit that advocates for families and, crucially, online safety for children. This partnership is a huge deal. It's about providing parents with the tools and resources to navigate the digital world, and it's going to extend into one of the most pressing issues of our time: protecting kids from the potential dangers of AI, specifically from unregulated chatbots. This is forward-thinking, necessary work. This is what they got the award for. Years of dedication, not just a one-night appearance. Now, hold on to your seats, because this is where the British media enters the chat, and the narrative gets absolutely bonkers. While Harry and Meghan were being honoured for their long-standing work in the digital and parental space, what was the headline in the UK's prestigious Telegraph? Sussexes echo Princess of Wales's warning over children and phones. I am not joking. You cannot make this up. Let's connect the dots, my darlings. Just yesterday, the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, co-authored a widely publicised essay on, wait for it, the dangers of smartphones for children. And now here are Harry and Meghan, being honoured for work they've been doing for years, and the media is framing it as if they are copying Kate. This is not journalism. This is a coordinated derangement. Instead of honest reporting that says the Sussexes are expanding their pre-existing philanthropic efforts in online child safety, they are forced into a fake competition. They are cast as the echo, the copycats, to a palace narrative that was very conveniently pushed out just one day before their big event. The timing is a coincidence? Please, this was a strategic move, and the press played their part perfectly. So, while the tabloids were creating drama, what were Harry and Meghan actually saying? In their speeches, which you can find linked in the description, they spoke with passion and personal experience. Harry spoke about the constant barrage of hate, mistruths and toxicity online, and the need for parents to feel supported, not overwhelmed. Meghan, in her powerful remarks, talked about the overwhelming feeling of being a new parent in the digital age and the importance of building a community where parents don't feel alone. This is the substance. This is the work. This is the stark contrast between a couple building a philanthropic legacy based on their own terms and a media machine desperate to tear them down with petty manufactured narratives. The contrast between the New York Evening and media coverage is telling. On one side, substance, awards, initiatives, and calls for action on mental health. On the other, spectacle, manufactured rivalries and fashion critiques. True royal work is about impact, not image. Harry and Meghan are redefining service, showing it's not tied to titles or tradition. Archewell's work is modern public service, strategic, agile, and focused on systemic change. The public faces a choice: consume spectacle or focus on substance. The press's panic signals the Sussexes' real impact. They're proving a life of purpose can be built on your own terms. So, my darlings, the takeaway from last night is this. Meghan Markle looked like $1 billion in a power suit that told its own story. But more importantly, she and Harry are putting in the billion-dollar work, expanding their Archewell Foundation in a meaningful way to protect our children. And the British media's reaction? It just proves once again that every time Meghan shines, the only logical response from certain quarters is to smash a few plates and write a ridiculous headline. What did you think of Meghan's look? And what about this new Parents Network expansion? Let me know everything you're thinking down in the comments. And if you want to stay on top of all things Sussex without the tabloid noise, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, my darlings.